All right, Miami Grand Prix. Let's go. Now, listen, as of the recording of the episode, Tim will be in Miami.
Will.
And he'll be partying and having a great time because they bring Tim down to be an influencer at all the parties.
No, they don't.
They have him there and they're like, whoa, where's Tim going to be? I need to be at the Tim party in Miami, right? Because obviously.
That doesn't happen.
Doesn't it happen, Tim?
No.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to be busy in Miami.
Yeah, we'll be busy in Miami, but it won't be partying.
Okay, all right, fine then.
Gonna be working.
Now, who are we today? Are we Kimi Antonelli or are we George Russell?
We are going to be George Russell today.
Okay, all right.
With the Mercedes. We're going to try and do a flying lap around this difficult technical track.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me about this track because it's a tougher one than people I think expect, right?
Yeah. So I've done a track walk on here before, but this is like the first flying driving laps I've ever done on anything like sim or any of that kind of stuff. We did 5 laps, 6 laps of practice.
Yeah.
Before we started recording. They didn't go very well. So, enjoy.
Let's get out there. Woo, flying lap. You know what's funny too is like the sun actually plays a big part on one of the corners.
Yeah,
I
can't see it.
You'll see it come up. It's like, actually just before this rolling start.
It is hard to see like reference markers if you've got any for this game. There we go.
Yeah, see?
And we're off to a good start.
A little bit oversteer there, and
just a little too enthusiastic with the throttle, Adam. Just a little too
and we're off. We're off. Now, Tim, I mean, obviously, this is, and I'm going to try not to ask you a question in the middle of a corner because I'm learning as a host of this that you kind of need the corner. Kind of need to focus on the corner. Now, Miami is one of the newer tracks, as we said, on the schedule. It is one of the more fun Grand Prix. One of the cool things about Miami, too, is that you can visit all the teams inside the stadium where the Dolphins play.
Yes.
Which is pretty sweet, right?
It's cool.
And what's it like walking out in the middle of that stadium and, doing your interviews and stuff like that?
Adam, it depends on the type of day or time of day, I should say, because if you go out there in the morning at 10 a.m., you're usually pretty good, but if you go out there at like 1 p.m., just prepared to get absolutely roasted.
Oh, it's just that hot?
It's so hot, man.
Yeah, Now, is that
blistering.
In the way that it can be in places like Singapore? Some of these races are so hot. Is that a factor in Miami too for the drivers, like dehydration?
Yeah, for sure. Once the race starts at, I want to say.
There's the darkness, by the way. Look at that.
I want to say 4 p.m. race start Eastern time. It's really hot, man. Like these guys get out of the car and they come to do interviews with you, and they're just drenched with sweat. They're so friggin' they're just dying, man. Like, yeah, it's a very hot race. Very hot.
And obviously the around the track. Hey, listen, there's no damage on. Nobody saw that. It's all good. It still counts, Tim. Oh, look at that! The fastest lap for Tim.
All right.
A little bit of an assist from the wall, but you know what? Let's take it. Now, you have beaten your rival, Tim. Now time for a new rival. I want to say that what's interesting about Miami too is it just seems like, at least from maybe for the driver's perspective, it's not this way, but it is just more of a fun, jovial race rather than the very serious races that you get. Silverstone is a serious race.
It is.
Spa is a serious race. They're fun to watch, but they're serious.
Yes.
This one seems like it's just a good old time.
It's a ton of fun. They've got stuff happening all around the track. Celebrities all over the place. Did I just get a black and white flag? Celebrities all over the place. It is a fun race for sure. I mean, obviously the drivers are taking it seriously, right?
Of course.
It's counting towards championship points, and I just went off again. Oh, this is just... but it's a fun race, Adam. I mean, yeah. I would recommend people come to check it out at least once. Bring sunscreen and a big hat.
Yeah, and I'm sure honestly, I bet the whole experience can be affected by whatever grandstand you happen to be in too.
We usually park along this straightaway here.
Okay.
And we have to walk all the way down here with all of our camera equipment.
Oh, really?
And we cross this bridge here that we just went under.
Oh my God.
Sorry, we crossed, yes. Oh my God. I need to stop talking.
Well, okay, here's my question then. Since the this and next lap invalidated,
I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
like,
we can't. Why are we validating the next lap?
Yeah, like.
What is
Give me
this?
a break.
Okay.
If you're gonna ask questions, now's the time to do it.
All right, the question I will have for yeah, you're right.
This
'cause
lap is like this junk.
It's invalidated this lap.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the hardest race to walk into? Like I know Montreal's a bit of a pain in the butt because you got to use the metro unless you can get a boat.
Yeah.
And the metro you got to wait for, right?
Yeah.
It's not. It's it can take an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes standing in line just to get out. Or at least that's what it took me.
I would say this is a challenging race to get in and get out of. If not for spectators, I don't think. For like for us, I would say it's probably the most physical race that we do.
Yep.
Just because of where sort of everything is located, because the site is very big.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it's still a fun event. Like I really do enjoy going to it. I mean, I've been going to it since its inauguration.
Yeah.
Which is where I got to interview Vin Diesel, by the way.
Oh, what
that
was that like?
TikTok.
What is Vin like? Because sometimes he gives some crazy interviews where I'm like, what planet are you from? And other times he's cool. I mean, he's always cool. He's Vin Diesel.
So we're on the grid.
Yeah.
And we're getting ready for the race, and I'm like running around with the microphone and the camera operator, and we're doing interviews with people, and all of a sudden we see Vin Diesel, and we're like, oh my god, there's Vin Diesel, and he's like trying to like jack up the crowd, like in around here, this area is where we were, and I'm like, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna get him.
So you're gonna Martin Brundle this?
Yeah, and so I walk up to him, and I'm like, Vin, can I get a couple words? He's like, oh, TSN Canada? He's like, absolutely, right on. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, you know who we are? He's like, absolutely. I'm like, all right, sweet. I'm like, he's like, just tell me when we're recording. And this hand comes like over my shoulder, and this massive towel just goes right across his forehead to like
wipe him down.
Get him ready. And I go, okay, we're rolling. I'm like, man, who's gonna win today? And he like kind of has this like brain fart almost. And I'm like, okay, let's do that one again. And he's like, yeah, one more time. He's like, sorry about that. like, all good, man. Well, there's a lot going on around us. There's car noises, there's engines being fired up. And so anyways, so we go again, and he's like, he friggin' nails this line. He's like, God. He's like, who's gonna win today? So he makes a phone call to God.
What? Are you serious?
It was awesome. And he's like, yeah. And he looks at me and he's like, I can't tell you. And then he tries to run away while he's like giggling.
Oh my god.
he's like running away.
Lunatic. In the best way.
And I'm like, what? And like my voice peaks and that all catches on camera. Anyways, he's trying to run away and he's got our cord wrapped around his waist.
Oh.
And he's a big guy, right?
Yeah.
So when he starts going, he's taking us all with him. Like, he's literally, he's like, he's like the train, man. And we're just like the cars like attached to him. Like
oh, that's awesome.
I thought he was going to take us all down, and then he stops midway. And I do the old, like, get the old camera cord wrapped around him, and I have to, like, untie him and stuff. It was hilarious.
God, that's
dude.
amazing.
It was so funny.
But he seems like a fun guy.
Oh, yeah, he was cool.
That's cool. That's cool. Gunther Steiner was on our show earlier this year. You should check out that interview. And he is a, what do they call it? A track. He's not a marshal. He's a
track ambassador.
Yeah, he's like a track ambassador for Miami. So you're gonna see Gunther there.
Yes,
and
you'll see Gunther there.
He's always a good time.
I think we have some. I think he's doing some portion of. I can't remember. We're doing something with him.
Okay.
I know I've arranged something to do with Gunther.
And what else are you doing this weekend? Are you working there with TSN or what are you doing?
Yeah, TSN all weekend. It's gonna be great. I think we may get some interesting track access.
Oh.
I don't want to ruin anything since nothing is confirmed.
Okay.
Yet,
all right.
but that'll be on SportsCenter if it happens.
We will be watching SportsCenter, looking out for you, Tim Hauraney. We'll let you finish this lap,
Okay,
and then we'll wrap this bad boy up.
So we're going to put in a good lap, right? Like, we did one good lap.
You did a personal. You want to do one more lap?
Well, I mean, I can't really go out on the way we've gone out.
Yeah,
like,
well, especially with a 4-second delta on yourself. Like, we gotta make this happen. Okay.
I'm too busy telling Vin Diesel stuff.
You're true. It's true. It's true. Okay. So do you want me to just be silent throughout?
No, you can still talk.
Okay, I'll narrate, and then I won't ask any questions. All right.
Well, you can ask questions. I'll do my best to answer them. But...
Tim is off to the races here. This is the lap where I would say the most pressure of the day is on him.
What?
I mean, wouldn't you say that? Wouldn't you say that this lap matters more than all the laps that came before, including the personal best?
It's a pretty important lap.
It is. But Tim, former race car driver, understands pressure, feels pressure, lives with pressure, owns pressure.
I own pressure.
I have to say,
I own it.
it's kind of crazy. Like, I feel like the best job in Formula One isn't being a driver. Like, obviously being paid a lot's cool, but I think the best job in Formula One has got to be like, I don't know, perhaps like a member of the team that doesn't directly have to work on the car potentially overnight if you bin it, or a driver. It's a bit of a wide turn, but he's still okay. Because I feel like you don't get to enjoy the locales if you're one of the engineers, you're one of the pit crew, you're a team principal. Like, do you really get to enjoy any of these great spots?
I mean, teams are working so hard, man. Like,
exactly.
Every person on the team is working flat out. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how much.
What about the PR folks?
They are too. Yeah, everybody's like working hard, man. I mean, they still enjoy it. It's still a good time, right? But I think like on Sundays, if they're not flying out, like on a Sunday night, they stick around and they'll like go out for a couple beers or have some food and stuff like that.
Right.
Enjoy the nightlife a bit more.
Enjoy a minute. Now there is 2 weeks. Hey! Fastest lap for Tim. Great way to finish. And listen, Miami Grand Prix this weekend. Watch out for Tim, not only here on SDPN, but on TSN. He'll be down there, like actually in the sun, having the best time ever.